Good evening, everybody. Today is December 30th, 2021, second to last day of the year 2021, and I hope everybody's in good health, in good spirits. Of course, I've been reflecting as the year of 2021 comes to a close, and I just wanted to inform everybody that this channel will be making some changes. Nothing too crazy, but the channel is called Divinely Chosen Healing and Tarot. And upon me reflecting, I was like, I don't see much of the things that I really want to talk about on YouTube when it comes to tarot. I feel like tarot is a divination tool. It's something that's used to help and expand upon messages from spirit. I love tarot. I have nothing against tarot, but I also want to get more into talking about more topics that I feel like are not mentioned within our communities, and talk about things and expand upon them from my experience, my takeaway from dealing with things. So I think it's going to be a little bit of both, talking about that, healing topics, and of course tarot as we go along. So today is going to be the first video that we kind of get into that. I'm just going to chat and really pull some cards. So like as I was saying, I've been reflecting on 2021 as a year. 2021 is a year of change. 2021 breaks down to the number 5. 5 signifies change. And I can personally testify that 2021 has been a year of immense change for me in my life. I have had so much change occur in my life, whether I liked it or not, whether I wanted it to happen or not. And it made me really come to the terms that I'm the type of person that I used to fight change a lot. Like, I was just comfortable with things being the way that they were and things of that nature, but there's no growth in comfort. You can't stay comfortable where you at, because that doesn't foster change. The only thing that's certain in life is change, that things will change. Nothing stays the same. And at first I was like, oh my God, I'm totally scared by that. But you gotta find appreciation and joy in that, because without change you wouldn't grow. Without growth you wouldn't expand, you wouldn't reach new heights, you wouldn't reach new levels. So it's something that's, gotta take the good with the bad and the bad with the good, yin and yang, a balance. And speaking of balance, we're entering the year 2022, and that's a 6 year. 6 is the number of balance. So it's like we deal with all of these crazy changes. Some might have been big, some might have been small, some might have had big and small changes happen in their life. And we're entering into a year of balance, okay? And I know I'm looking forward to that, because it's like, okay, all of this change has happened, now what? How do I get a hold on all of these things? How do I find my grounding? How do I maneuver? And I feel like 2022 is going to be a great year. I'm speaking into existence, I'm manifesting it, and I hope the same for you all. And it's just like going with the flow and really digging deep to make things happen and to bring that balance into your life after you've gone through all of these trials, tribulations, adversity. You've persevered through the face of adversity, you've had tenacity, and you just pulled through. So it's like, now what comes after those things? And I think like it's just great that if you are one of those people who are understanding where I'm saying and understanding where I'm coming from, it's gonna be really dope to see how 2022 pans out for us. I just know that 2021 has been a year of me keeping immense faith. I'm going to talk to you guys and pull some cards. I just know that 2021 has been a year of me keeping my faith, immense faith, immense believing in the Most High, and believing that everything is happening for me, not to me, not having the victim mentality, a year of forgiveness, a year of understanding that everybody's going through what they're going through to get through it, you know? So with that being said, I'm like really looking forward to this new year. And I also learned in 2021 and in 2020 that the present is a gift. I feel like we always get caught up in the new year, new me, new resolutions, but it's like time is an illusion. First of all, time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. And with that being said, it's like the only time you have really to live in is the present, because the past has already happened and the future has not happened yet. So one thing 2021 has taught me is that the present is a gift. Okay, and time is illusion, and there's no other time than the time of now, the time of being present. The past has already happened, and all we can take from the past is the lessons that we have learned, to apply them to make better choices and better moves for ourselves. And the future hasn't happened yet, so what's the sense of worrying about it? What you do now in the present decides if you fully healed and learned from your past, and how's that going to culminate to making what your future will look like. But time is of the essence, and time is an illusion in the sense that if you get caught up too much in worrying about the past or worried about the future, you're going to miss the present. And the present is truly where all the magic happens. The present is where you find peace, where you find joy, where you find contentment, where you find the magic in everyday life. And it's like a lot of people get caught in the hustle and bustle of, working to attain goals. And there's nothing wrong with having goals. Like, everybody should have goals. Everybody should have something that they're working towards. But it's like, I say this in a sense to say that it's important for us to enjoy the present. It's a gift. The present moment, you can make so many memories of joy, laughter, unconditional love, happiness, like so many things. And then it's like, if you waste it worrying about things that already happened or have yet to happen, you're just going to be stuck in like a really whack energy, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I pulled some cards, and we got the 4 directions. Do you see this? The 4 directions. Number 22, where we're just talking about the year 2022. We have self-love. Surrender. This card has been coming out a lot every time I pull from my Native American Oracle deck. And we have self-mastery. And I just really feel like this is really on topic and on brand with what I've been talking about. I'm actually going to read from the book about the card, the 4 directions, but I feel like the year 2021 has personally taught me a lot about self-love. I feel like this is the year that I culminated so much self-love and self-care and self-preservation for myself through surrendering, and it's leading me into a state where I'm able to master myself, where I'm able to become one with myself in mind, body, soul, and spirit. And it's just been such a roller coaster of experience, but I'm just so grateful, because once you love yourself, once you master self-love, once you surrender to whatever you're trying to control and really decide to love yourself and pour into yourself. I mean, relationships might have not went the best, job opportunities, whatever it may have been, it might have not have went well, even though you put all of this energy and time into these things. And it's just like, you'll never regret putting the time and energy into yourself. You'll never regret putting the work into yourself. You will never regret those things. So it's like really pouring into yourself is like one of the best things you do, because it leads in surrendering, because it essentially leads to the self-mastery. Because once you pour into yourself, the sky's the limit. It's like you unlock like a crazy level within yourself. Like, you're able to heal and understand yourself and give yourself everything that you were probably essentially looking for or expecting in someone else or something else. You give that to yourself, and it's like you beam up like 20 levels. No lie. You beam up like 20 levels. And it's just like a beautiful thing. And it's not easy, because we all need, love from other people, not only ourselves. We all need to, feel people, but you just don't want to. I think I came out of codependency in years 2020, in years 2021. Like, a lot of things changed. There's a lot of people who I thought I couldn't live without who have exited my life. And it's just like, upon reflecting upon those relationships, is like I was codependent on them. And it wasn't because, I didn't believe in myself. It's just that I just put more energy and time into those relationships. And some of them weren't reciprocal. It was no reciprocity. It was no equal give and take in them. And that's also why my energy was depleted, just to keep it a band, keep it real. But it's like, once I put all of that energy into myself, I saw a difference in myself. And it was one that I liked, because I really began to love myself and care about myself and be intentional with my thoughts and what I do and what I say and what my day looks like, and how I care for myself and how I think about myself and how I speak of myself and how I interact with myself. And it's like, once you take that time to just sit with yourself, you don't really take things personal about other people, because you really unpack the stuff that you're going through. And you're like, damn, well, I know that this was like this for me. So it's like, I really understand that some people just be going through their shit sometimes, But, it's also knowing when to pour more into someone or something, and to when to pull back and pour into yourself more than that someone or something. But I feel like with those lessons I've learned in 2022, speaking of the year of balance, like, that's what that's about. Like, balancing the pouring into yourself and pouring into someone. And it's like having a discernment to figure out who's worthy of you pouring that time and energy, because your energy is sacred. Like, protecting my peace is sacred. And I really want everybody to, like, not think that they have to, like, overly give to people, especially if people's not overly given to them. So I'm going to read the 4 directions, because intuitively I feel like this is just speaking about all the lessons you learned through the last 2 years, 2020 and 2021. Like, how do you pull all of that together? Because you might have been pulled in that direction, this direction, that direction, this one. But how do you pull all of that together to end up in mastering yourself so you could be your best self? Okay, so we're going to just read a little bit. It says the 4 directions: weigh your options, make a new plan, a combined approach. The 4 directions mandala. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll just sit it this way. The 4 directions mandala represents a sacred time of ceremony and honoring your life's journey. The 4 directions, north, east, south, and west, each hold a different perspective. Learning and journey within a circle of life that is also known as the medicine wheel. Each direction holds a power that reflects the 4 great powers within. The north holds wisdom, the east has illumination, the south is innocence, and the west brings introspection. It is important to note that you carry each direction within. They are your perceptions, your mirror to viewing your world, and thus are reflected within your everyday life. This mandala calls you to become the quester of your life. Seek within, and you will discover perceptions, visions, and ways of being you may not have explored, and hence lived thus far. Where in your life have you limited your perceptions? Where do you seek to grow yet? And have not taken the steps to do so? The journey upon the red road, the path you walk upon this earth, is not one of comfort. It is a journey of adventure, trials, sovereignty, and freedom. You have the choice to grow at every opportunity and see each and everything around you, not only as teachers of love, but as brothers and sisters of the universe. Everyone is sharing the same journey to wholeness through love and balance. You are safe and always have been to explore the universe within. Key elements: rainbow ray, the 7 main chakras, the 7 directions, the 4 elements, ceremony, journey within, perception, vision, the universe within and without, the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual self. Wow. I think that just really speaks about what I was speaking about as a whole. Do you notice it says in this little thing about balance, wholeness through love and balance? And weren't we just talking about self-love, and I was just talking about balancing everything? So it's just like, I also want to read self-mastery, because if you look self-mastery in the card, the 4 directions, it gives an angel number 222, 222. That's numbers that I've been seeing a lot. I don't know if anybody else has been seeing anything. You can leave in the comments if you see angel numbers a lot, synchronicities, a lot of numbers. It might be 111, 222, 444, 555, 333. I know depending on whatever the vibe is, I'll be seeing a lot of those numbers. But yeah. So I'm going to read self-mastery, because we understand self-love, we understand surrender. So I'm going to read from self-mastery, since it's in the same number group. Self-mastery. It says, the quickening of personal growth, release and renewal, self-care. This healing mandala holds the 12 dimensional energies that are being collectively experienced. These energies are becoming more and more prominent as the earth aligns to higher vibrations. You may have felt physical symptoms such as dizziness, ringing in the ears, headaches, anxiety, or nausea from certain foods. These are just a few of the symptoms that may appear as your old self is clearing away the debris to make way for something new you are integrating. It is suggested that you simply allow the symptoms to pass, but do take the time to offer yourself more love, nourishment, and attention. Ask yourself, how may I support you today? This mandala was created on 8/8/2015 to represent the commanding energies of the Lion Stargate. It signifies the great and expansive times of change we are currently in. Created mathematically as an 8, this mandala will assist you in a crystalline self as you integrate the higher photons of light that are being poured forth from the Creator at a level you are ready to receive. This card indicates that you are in an accelerated period of growth. On a soul level, you have asked for this advanced stage on your journey. This mandala simply asks you to continue to flow and remain anchored within your heart space. As your soul experiences tremendous growth, be aware that it no longer needs to be tedious. It can be as gentle as you choose it to be. As its foundation, this mandala speaks of self-mastery. All the different paths you have chosen thus far have led you to the same place, to you, your core, your divine self. The journey to self-mastery is the most important journey there is. So know your higher guidance celebrates your achievements towards embracing your soul's calling to self-mastery. Yes, it is true that self-mastery is an infinite journey, and it will lead to you discovering more and more of your brilliance. Right now, all you have to do is be. That and nothing more. Your inner star is shining with incredible luminescence. It is up to you to create new ways of being within your newly created world for all to see. Know your brilliance will spread at the speed of light. Key elements: diamond ray, earth star chakra, base chakra, earth, universal self, soul purpose, integration, grounding. Wow. Like, every time I pull from this deck, I'm like floored. I'ma just be honest, because I just feel like it just connects with me so well. And it's just like self-mastery, the 4 directions, all of these cards go together. All of them go together. Self-love, surrender, like, I could read you them, but you get the gist. I already touched on everything that these cards are basically speaking about. And with that being said, my message to you guys as we leave this present moment and soon to enter into another, I wish that you guys understand that giving to yourself is a full-time job. The job to mastering yourself, self-mastery, is a never-ending job. That you have done such an amazing job thus far. Take a moment, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. After you take those 3 deep breaths, put your feet flat on the floor, palms to the sky, and tell yourself, job well done. I did as best as I could with what I could and with what I knew, and I am proud of myself. And I will seize every opportunity to be present in every moment and know that the present is a gift. I love myself. I accept myself. I forgive myself. I will pour into myself through self-love, self-care, self-preservation. I'm wishing you guys so much peace, love, abundance, prosperity, happiness, joy, balance, positive energy, protection as we journey into this next stage. I know there's a lot going on in the world, but do not be shaken. Stay centered, stay grounded, stay in tune with yourself. I hope this message resonated with you guys. I really appreciate those who take the time to like my videos, watch them, share them, subscribe to them. If you would like to donate to my channel, I greatly appreciate that as well. Again, may you be in peace in the new year and get everything your heart desires. Wishing you all the best. Have a good one. See you guys in 2022.